What is going on, guys? It's Hamburger here, back again with another tutorial, and in this tutorial we're gonna be doing ghast farm. Yes, you heard it, ghast farm. But this one is with spawner. You say how you get spawners in survival modes. Well, I got two add-ons which I recommend. Links will be in the description. Go check out yourself. Alright, let's get to the tutorial. So we got here four buildings. This are pretty much almost the same except for this one. Let's go to this one first. This is the behavior of a ghast. A ghast will not shoot you if they doesn't have line of sight to you. So you can cover them and somehow in the head like this. They will not attack you. I have tested this on survival mode. Of course, I stand right here, so it shoots me when I go to survival mode, and it destroys the glass. This is cage that I made to test what blocks can be destroyed or what blocks cannot. So obviously slime blocks couldn't stay against those explosions. Snowballs too, they breaks. Also the glass and the gravel. However, cobblestone does work, concrete does work, so those two are very cheap ones, but these two ones I made with iron blocks just because I'm in creative mode. Alright, we got three buildings here. This is the dual design, which is very awesome. Let me show you the loot that I got from 1 hour AFK in here. Alright, the result just came in, 1 hour has been passed, so let's just go for game mode C and turn off the machines. There we go. Now let's go back to game mode survival. I have already arranged every single items in here, so let's see. We got 64 and 40 of ghast here, 2 and about a half, so it's 2.4-ish stacks of gunpowder. And on the right side we got 1.2, maybe 1.4, and that's a gunpowder, and 1.4 stacks of ghast here. So yeah, it's very useful. And now let's get into the fun part, the XP. How much XP we will get. So I'm gonna clear my XP. Let's pick up from the left module. I got 5.5 level. Let's go to the other one and let's clear this one. Let's pick it up. I got 4, exactly 4 levels of XP. Let me show you how does this works in action. Flick this lever, it will trigger those pistons firing forth and back over and over, and this lever is for triggering the spawn of the ghast. So as you can see, ghast does spawn there. If I click on it again, the ghast will just suffocate on the walls. It does work, but not very efficient. You get the item, but not the XP. The way you get the XP is using Trident Killer. Drop your Trident right on that spot, and drop your other Trident. Hold Shift to make it easier, and boom. There we go. The difference between this one and this one, why is this more loads in here? Because I tested this using 2 tridents like this. That kills the ghast way faster. However, that does not work because the trident just fell off the ground. But it does work when you use 2 tridents. Just be careful when throwing them. Or you can add carpets on top of the hoppers. Well, this design is very simple. Okay, let's turn on the spawning again. This will definitely kills it faster. As you can see, why is this have more loots? Alright, into the next one. This is the single design. I break this using this like this. It's just a simple hopper clock running all over to those pistons, and I accidentally throw some items here, so it doesn't work. Alright, that's it. Because of the clock now working, I can pick up that trident and just throw it here. I'm using macro blocks just for testing purpose. It doesn't really help, so just use tridents. That will do. Alright, let's go to the building parts. I'm not gonna post you everything that you will need. It's basically 1, 2, and 3 sticky piston. Oh, this is normal piston, and the other one is normal, and this one is sticky. And let's just get to building. Alright, now let's build it here. I'm gonna build it using iron blocks just because it's way cooler, and I'm gonna add a little bit of orange concrete. Let's mark the middle. This is where the spawners will be. And we'll see that ghast here is a mob with size of 5 by 5 by 5 blocks, which means we have to make that space. So let's do it. This will mark out 5 blocks wide, 5 blocks height, and the z-axis as well. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The middle is going to be your spawner, and then we're gonna just basically place other places like that. Alright, this will mark up the space for our ghast to be standing in and the place of the spawner. Because the spawner is going to be here, the ghast will spawn here because we'll add this layer like that. So the spawner will calculate the best spawning area, and that's gonna be this block. But the spawner itself is going to be there. So when the mob spawns here, we will need the piston facing into this block right there. It will push to here, so we're gonna break that one and place another one. Now let's make the hopper clock. It's very simple, just make a hopper facing each others by holding sneak. Alright, let's put one single item. You can hold tab on Pocket Edition like that, see? To get some view of the items, just get one item, drop it there, and then oops, I accidentally put that, but now it's working still. Put two comparators facing outwards, and let's pick up a redstone dust and just place it into those pistons. Now the signals isn't really strong, so we're gonna put repeaters right next to it. Put a block on front of the repeater just to make it neater. I'm just gonna put it here like that. Now we have done the clock part. However, we want a way to shut it down or turn it on, so we're gonna place in a lever, whatever its name. I'm not very good with English, so I'm gonna place it here with this. You don't need this one. Alright, just like that. It will lock this hopper, which means we'll lock the entire signals. After that, we're gonna have to destroy blocks on top of those pistons, and then we're gonna place in the hopper for the items to go. We're gonna make the chest over there, so we're gonna face it there. So it's just aligning everything to be correct, so the item will flow into the right place. You must hold your shift button once again, or your sneak button in Pocket Edition, and then you can place in here any type of storage you want. For this example, I'm gonna do barrels because they are very easy to use and doesn't need one block above as a gap. Unlike ghast, which requires 1 blocks of air above it, this one doesn't. Alright, we're almost done. Let's build up the wall. I'm gonna build it using another iron blocks because it fits the ghast theme. Ghast is basically everything white. Oh, with a little bit of blacks on his eyes. Alright, now the wall is done. You will need this wall to be 5 heights, as I said, of the ghast size. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, with 1 gap on each of it, but this is optional. Because I'm in creative mode and I don't care about my surroundings being exploded by ghast, I'm just gonna leave the gap. Alright, this is your way in for throwing the tridents in. And now let's grab ourselves a spawner and place it down. But wait, before that you must make the roof, of course, so the ghast will not escape. You don't have to do exactly like me, you just need a roof, basically that's all that is not explodable. which is those blocks. You can use cobblestone, that's really cheap. And now you want to go ahead in the middle of this, on top of this block, which is probably here. I'm gonna place in piston, a sticky one, facing downwards. Now that will make the activation and deactivation of the gas spawning. So we'll line it up with the bottom lever. So this design is a little bit different again, but you know, it's fun to make something different. Alright, I'm using torch tower just to connect it simply. And all you need to keep in mind is that when this on, this piston must be powered as well. Alright, let's move that blocks into the front of our spawner so it's easier to be reached. Just like this. Place in a lever, just like that. Now let's place in the ghast spawner itself, but I forgot that I've moved one block here, maybe. Oh, could it be a bug that I moved the block? But just place block, make sure it's moving like that, and then let's try deactivating it. Boom, it does works. Now let's put in the spawner an X. As you see, it's spawning. Oh, I made a little mistakes. Oh, I made a little mistake. You must put this piston a little bit lower. I said a little bit lower, facing the same way. Now it will block the 5 blocks gap between the spawner and the spawning area. So it's only have 1, 2, 3 blocks to spawn, not 4. Let's. Alright, it's now working as it's intended to be. And it drops an item, however we cannot fix when the item is spawning here. You can use the minecart hopper below this, but I don't think that's very important right now because the rate of this farm is quite crazy, as you see. About 2 stacks of gunpowder. If you have more than one of these modules installed, it will be very fast. This module is really simple and it does really works. Alright, let's try to put in our trident. Of course you don't want that to happen, so all you need to do is shut down the machine and kill the ghast inside, and then throw your tridents. Be sure to aim it correctly. Let's throw it somewhere in the middle, like that, so it spawns like that. You can just stop the machine and throw the trident right on the edge, not on the hopper's middle. The more tridents you put in, the faster the rates of the farm is. But I suggest the maximum of the tridents to throw is 3, that's enough. 2 is good, 1 is okay. Alright, let's turn on the machine again. Now we'll see ghast died very quickly. And I just put a carpet inside, that's very weird. Alright guys, that's all I got time for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on the bell so you don't miss anything from my videos. Also, I will give you quick notes. All members on my Discord channel got all early access from my new videos, which is sometimes scheduled, like I will release this video next week, but I have already uploaded it, but you guys cannot see on YouTube. But you can see it on my Discord for free. Just join the Discord server, links in the description. Also, the 2 add-ins I mentioned will be in the description as well. See you guys next time.